Sorry about that, guys. I had to knock at the door. But going back to what I was talking about me realizing I'm creating and feeding chaos inwardly. I went into covenant about it. Acknowledgement, confession, repentance was made unto the Father, and also His help to help me with this. So every day now, um, I'm constantly praying for Father to keep me in rest. I call it, to where I'm not rushing. I'm not acting like it's a do or die situation that needs to get done, or the world will implode if I don't mentality or mode. I'm always on because it's too much control going in that creates anxiety, and it's never satisfied. It's never appeased. It's going to restart right back up again. So I'm having to really live to stay conscious to not do that anymore. I'm even out of town right now. My 18-year-old is doing her student orientation for college. Usually, an out of town trip would have me planning the whole day to keep everyone happy, everyone entertained. So it would consist of a mental, emotional, chaotic itinerary for me to make sure operation going out of town so we can have a good time is accomplished. But my kids haven't really complained, not one time about being here. That we've been perfectly content with being at the hotel and just resting, going down by the pool. And that's just me being simple and basic and not worrying about anything and just rolling with everything that comes along and just going with the flow. Uh, Usually it will be me creating chaos in a rush, impatient mode. Let's do this so we can get this done. And you're just always constantly trying to follow the itinerary and not really enjoying it, just trying to get through it. Uh, I used to create that, and I'm learning it doesn't have to be like that. But it's something going on with me that I'm dealing with. And this new way I'm living now, fear tries to creep in a lot on me to make me take control and feed that spirit of impatience. Because when you are in control, you know what you have a handle on to breathe, to relax, or to be okay. But when you don't, and you're just rolling with everything, you're not really caring about how this should go, what you should do, if you should do this, if you don't do this, planning something to where you decide to not go overboard with anything and just take it easy, uh, and not worry about what you can do, where it's not creating that chaos. For me, that's very hard for me, but I have to surrender that to God and trust and rely on Him and not feed those things. Whatever happens in my life, whatever I go through, just pray for the Lord to give me the gifts and graces I need, and just trust Him to go with me throughout life, not worry, not take up any anxiety, not get impatient, not really worry and stress about anything, and just really rely on the prayers I say every morning before I start my day or go out in the world. So I'm really happy to be dealing with this and going through this because it's something I had to work on. Um, and I've been going through it, been in that normalcy for years. Wasn't aware of it because it became so innocently normal to do. So long story short, find out or look at things you put more in control that you shouldn't. That causes God to fall back in your life because you're stepping up more in that area than allowing Him to be more over that area. If you are doing it, this is a time of refinement and purging and getting ourselves ready, and this is how we do it. So I'm grateful to be dealing with this. I need to be dealing with this. It's still hard, but it is going to get easier because through God to make it easier to where it's no longer a problem. That's my only course of action. I care to take. If the Lord is Lord over our lives, we have to really stand by that and truly mean that. So I'm going to end it here. I love you guys. Forgive my attire. It's been so hot in Texas. It's been like over 100 degrees down here. So I've been having tank tops. But I didn't want to come on. I kind of wanted to be modest. So I'm a little rogue. But thank you guys again for uh, praying the spiritual warfare prayers. Thank you so much for donating to help those that organization rescue many kids that it has rescued thousands, and it's still ongoing. Um, but ultimately, guys, please please keep those kids all over the world who are in the clutches of evil in your prayers. That's the most powerful thing you can do. If you cannot even donate, please just pray for our children, God's children, for their deliverance. I love you all. Until next video, next live, whenever. Blessings and shalom. I'm praying for you all, and I love you all.